Hey everyone, it's Garrett from Level 88 Entertainment, and I want to welcome you to episode 3 of Inside Collecting. So, this episode we're going to focus on the one thing that is the biggest part of my collection. I have the most of it, it's everywhere in my house, and it is Funkos. When I say Funkos, I mean more specifically Funko Pops. And they're called Pops because they represent pop culture and pretty much every facet of pop culture. There's music, movies, television, comic books, you name it. There's probably a Funko for it, I'm not kidding you. A lot of people ask me like, is there a Funko for this? And the response is usually yes. So I discovered Funko Pops around 2012. And it wasn't in a store or anything, I was just literally browsing Amazon, I don't remember what I was looking for. But I came across these Funko Pop figures, I had no clue what they were. But I thought they were awesome, and they were things that I loved from pop culture. Put them in my cart, took my cart to the online checkout, and I was like, why wouldn't I buy these? So I will show you, I'm gonna show you the 3 that I bought on Amazon that started this whole collection, this whole big collection that I have, and then we're gonna go from there. Let's pop on over and check out some of these Funkos. Well, here they are. Those 3 Funkos I got on Amazon, my first ever Funko Pops. Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog on the left, Master Chief from Halo in the middle, I have the box, it's somewhere, and then good old Ace Ventura, alrighty then, on the right there. These 3 right here started it all for me. This is it, right there, baby. These right here, if you don't know what they are, I'd be pretty surprised, but it was the best cartoons when I was growing up, my favorite Hanna Barbera. I loved watching these cartoons whenever I could. I would have them on. Couldn't get enough. It was just the best. I absolutely loved all of these cartoons. This is not Pink Panther, it's Snagglepuss. Heavens to Murgatroyd! Exit, stage left. If you know me, you know what I like, and it's turtles. So, of course, I'm gonna have Touche Turtle. Here we have Yogi Bear. Hey, boo boo, give me some of the picnic baskets. He is the flocked version, and that means he's really fuzzy everywhere. If you don't know who this is, one of the most famous doggos out there, I feel bad for you, because come on. Ruh-roh, Sammy. One of the best cowboys out there, Quick Jaw McGraw. This is a master of Kung Fu right here, Hong Kong Phooey. Here we got Dino behind the wheel of the damn Flintmobile. I don't think that's a good idea, but Dino does rule. One more Hanna Barbera here. Couldn't leave this guy out, but I couldn't fit him on the shelf with the other ones. As you can see, Space Ghost here. The one in box, the Toy Tokyo limited edition, is from New York Comic Con. And if you're wondering why it almost doesn't look like there's a pop in there, it's because it's supposed to be the invisible version, you know, has that clear look with a little bit of like glitter in there. Pretty awesome. All right, next I have assembled a great group here. We got some 80s, we got some 90s, we got the cartoons, we got the Muppets, just great shows, and let's get a closer look. Well, this is an unlikely duo right here. We got the Defender of the Universe on the left with Voltron, and on the right, Patrick the Starfish. Dance your cares away, worries for another day. Let the music play, down to Fraggle Rock. That's right, we got some Jim Henson action here with Fraggle Rock, an animal in the middle there. I love that they made these just a little 2-pack with these. So rad. Thank goodness for Jim Henson. The Pinky and the Brain, yes, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. My 2 favorite lab mice right here. The Pinky and the Brain, Brain. Nerf! Angry Beavers. We got Norbert, we got Daggett. Both cool ass beavers right here. Love this cartoon. So if you look a little closer, this is the flocked version, like that Yogi Bear I showed you. Makes it a little fuzzy, which I like, because it adds some texture, makes it more realistic for the furry, hairy pops that, you know, that you could put hair or fur on. All right, to finish off this 80s and 90s cartoon Muppet Show bunch, we got Cat Doll, and real monsters. That was a little harsh there, sorry about that. We got Ickis on the right, he's my favorite character. Just two really great, fun 90s cartoons. One thing I've loved to do my entire life, play me some video games. And here is that group. It's a nice little group of gaming characters here. Hadouken! Shoryuken! Street Fighter, baby. We got Ken on the left and Ryu on the right. Ryu, whatever, tomato, tomato. Personally, Ken was my favorite character to use. Just one of those fighting games you grew up playing and just wanted to challenge everybody in. You wanted to master your character and just take down your friends and just beat them up and just... We got some old school retro gaming action right here. Hubert on the left there and Dig Dug on the right. I am a big Dig Dug fan. Love those old school arcade cabinet games. I can never get past like level 4 or 5 on that game though, because it can get tough. I'll play that any chance I get in the arcade, just like Galaga. He's the 8-bit version. Funko came out with this 8-bit line. As you can see, they cut him to look like that, the 8-bit look, which is pretty awesome. Now, I may not be a PlayStation guy now, more of an Xbox guy, but I did grow up playing PlayStation. I had the PlayStation 1 and 2, didn't get to 3, but yeah, Crash Bandicoot, baby. This is another flocked version. He is a GameStop exclusive. Got that big grin going on. I just love the mold that they chose for this. I think it's super accurate and I just love it. Get over here. We got Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Fight. So yeah, we got Scorpion from Mortal Kombat here. Pretty detailed pop, if you can see. Got the awesome Flaming Skull version, which is the Hot Topic exclusive. I just love it. When he takes that mask off, finish him. All right, had to save the best, well, my favorite gaming for last. That Sonic the Hedgehog and the Mega Man. The Super Sonic GameStop exclusive. Boy, do I love this one. He's holding the ring in the back there, got the iconic finger up. We got the 8-bit Mega Man. This is also a GameStop exclusive. Came in a mystery box, went and picked one up. Bam, Mega Man. And we got another version of Mega Man here, not 8-bit, but the Firestorm suit. And then we got his nice little dog companion, Rush. Here we have a lot of different pops. Wow. Let's talk about some of these, why don't we? We got Terrence and Philip from South Park. Hey, buddy. Hey, guys. Here we have some more South Park. We have Professor Chaos versus the King. Ah, it's the King. Here we have the Toy Tokyo edition from New York Comic Con 2016 metallic Mighty Morphin Green Ranger. He was my favorite Ranger growing up, had the Dragon Zord, called him out. Oh yeah, it's pretty damn sweet. Waited a long time to get this one though. It was like, let's go get in line, and then come to find out, oh, I gotta get a ticket just to go get in the line for this. It was worth the wait. Got the metallic version, it's pretty damn sweet. This one is extra special because it's a guy in his undies. So while this is a guy in his underwear, it's actually Walt from Breaking Bad. So if you haven't seen that, you probably don't get what this pop is, but it's one of my favorite shows of all time. It is amazing. It's just the greatest ever. So if you haven't seen it, check it out and then you'll understand why he's in his undies. This pop figure right here is Weaponized Rick from Rick and Morty. From previous episodes, you know I'm a big Rick and Morty fan. And this is actually, as you see, it says Chase on it. For those of you that don't know, a Chase figure, when it has that Chase sticker, means it's more rare and it's a different variant of like a regular character. So there was This one's weaponized Rick, and the regular version didn't have his mouth open, which it's a very slight difference on this one. It's not a big difference, but chase figure means that it's just one in usually 6 of a pack of Funkos that the stores get. And so this was the first chase I ever found in the wild, which means like you go out and you're just hunting for collectibles and stuff, and you're like, oh my God, there it is, I'm buying it. So here we have another chase figure and another Rick and Morty figure. One of the best characters on the show. Mr. Meeseeks, look at me! Existence is pain, Jerry! This is a moose and a squirrel. But for real, this is obviously, I would hope you know who they are. It's Rocky, hey Rocky! And Bullwinkle. We all know and love them. Here we have some X-Men figures, Marvel, of course, it's me. Duh, of course I would have these. But we have Beast, an unmasked Cyclops, and fun fact, Marvel, actually, these and Star Wars are the only line where all of the Pops are bobbleheads. See? Bobble, 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 bobble. So again, we have Beast, and Beast was one of the first ones I ever bought at a convention. It was at New York Comic-Con, favorite convention, and I saw him and I was like, Beast is a beast. And again, we have Cyclops without his visor on. You can see his red eyes. He's about to blast you away. And the reason I'm holding this pop up is because it was actually the first pop that was ever a scam on me. I got it from eBay, and the guy that showed the one in the picture did not send the one in the picture, and the pop I got was actually messed up, and he had to send out a new one. So I got the right one. One of the biggest franchises in the world, Star Wars, one of my faves, and Walking Dead, another one of my faves. 2 really great franchises. And who's this? We just got Jack Burton hanging out with the Flame Trooper. More Star Wars, and these are just the bigger ones in my collection that didn't fit on that shelf of other Star Wars Pops. This is the Pop Deluxe Han Solo on the Tauntaun that he is riding through Hoth from The Empire Strikes Back. Look at that face. The gold BB-8, a Black Friday Hot Topic exclusive. The dome does come off. It is another display option for this pop right here. Here is the Walmart exclusive Sand Trooper and Dewback. The Dewback is pretty sweet, and the head on this even bobbles. Next is the Pop Ride of the TMNT van with Michelangelo inside. There is the option to take Mikey out, and then you see he is holding a delicious slice of pizza. Pizza! Pizza! So this closely resembles the old 80s toy van that you saw in my first episode. Oh my God, it's the WWE Pops! Or growing up, the WWF. I was a wrestling fan growing up. Loved the Attitude Era. We got Wolfpack Sting on the left. We got the People's Champ, The Rock, my favorite of all time. The Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold in the middle there. The dead man himself, The Undertaker. And then Mick Foley, also known as Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and my favorite, Mankind. And then Nature Boy, woo, Ric Flair. Well, looky here. We got some Marvel superheroes and villains. If you know me, you know it's all Marvel, baby. I just love Marvel. DC does not do it for me. I grew up with some DC, and I'm gonna show you the one DC pop that I have coming up here, but just didn't do it for me. Didn't stick, didn't last. When you got superheroes and villains like Marvel does, Oh, and we got a Freddy Funko superhero in the back there. Freddy Funko, the Funko mascot, for those that don't know. Well, I told you I have a DC Comics pop. Yep, there it is. It is Swamp Thing. Yep, I just thought this was a really badass pop because Swamp Thing's just a pretty cool monster. I love monsters, so you know what? Why not Swamp Thing? It's movie time. Here's a very mixed bag of a bunch of pops of movies that I love. All kinds of movies mixed in here. We got great ones from so many types of genres. Fifth Element on the left there. Ruby Rod. Bzzz. We got Corbin Dallas played by Bruce Willis. Pulp Fiction Jules right there. He's the bloody variant, from San Diego Comic-Con, only 1,000 pieces on that one right there. And up there, another Bruce Willis character. We got Butch Coolidge from Pulp Fiction. We got Willy Wonka up there. We got Independence Day. We got Gizmo. We got the Akemi from Fantastic Beasts. Kung Fu Panda, played by Jack Black. Wizard of Oz Tin Man. Bad Ape from the Planet of the Apes. One of the best, worst movies in the world. Sharknado, another San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. We got the Creature from the Black Lagoon. And rounded off with Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Action. Here we have a part 2 of movies because I couldn't fit them all together. Pretty sure you know who this is. Got HP himself, Harry Potter, in his Quidditch attire, sporting the broom. He caught the golden snitch right there in his hand. And then here we got some Napoleon Dynamite. Jeez, Napoleon. Yeah. How much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over them mountains? Market zero, Donnie. Market zero. Got Walter from Big Lebowski, another cult classic that I absolutely love. Moving down the line, we got Jay and Silent Bob, and then Shake and Bake. Ricky Bobby. We have moved on from movies. Let's see what's on the tube. The television shows here. There's a couch potato inside all of us. Here's some great shows that I love watching from my couch. All right, starting out on the left here with Futurama. Bender, enjoying a nice beer there. And moving right on over to Stranger Things. Man, I'm just so happy about this show. It just makes me happy how good it is. If you haven't watched it, get on the hype train. AMC's Preacher, we got Jesse Custer there, we got Bloody Cassidy. It's based off a graphic novel. When I first started this show, I was like, what in the hell is this? And then I kept watching it, and I was like, all right, I'm into this. The best magician of all time, Job. And then we got Tobias Funke in his never nude outfit. Arrested Development, if you haven't seen this, check it out. It is such a funny show. Moving down here, oh, look who it is. Game of Thrones right here. Love me some Game of Thrones. And yes, believe it, the Iron Throne is actually a pop. It was a New York Comic-Con exclusive. I had to pick it up. It's awesome. You can put someone on it, as you can see. Jon Snow's right there. Hopefully we'll see him on there one day, huh? With Ghost by his side. Hold the door, Hodor. And that's some TV for ya. So, as you've seen throughout this video, I've had Funkos in the box, out of the box. More so out of the box, because I like to consider myself an out-of-box Funko Pop collector. Some of the ones that are in the box tend to be more valuable, or just ones that I like a lot more, or they're just helping for shelf space and easy to put Funkos on top of them. That really helps out. So this Stan Lee one right here, special to me. It's the first ever convention exclusive one I got at our very first New York Comic-Con that we went to. Waited in line, which was now seems like the shortest line ever, since there are huge lines for these things now at New York Comic-Con. But first convention exclusive right there. Here we have some Disney. Absolutely love Disney. Bug's Life. Sometimes I wish I lived a Bug's Life, don't you? Toy Story. Chip and Dale. From my favorite Pixar Disney movie, WALL-E and Eva. Oh yeah, and Scrooge McDuck. Just swimming in those coins, loves his money. Pluto, and another one of my favorite movies ever, Inside Out, and Bing Bong. Here we have on the left, Crush from Finding Nemo, of course a turtle. Righteous! And then we have Pooh, taking a seat, eating his honey. I'd love to have that honey and just stick my hand in there and just devour it. And then we have the bounciest of them all in the back, Tigger. We have Peter Pan flying to Neverland right there. This little stinker, little monster, Stitch, you. Hey, who framed this guy? Huh? Roger Rabbit. Robin Hood, one of the best Disney movies. Love it, classic. And then, I am excited to show these. Boy, just another great group. We got more than just Funkos in this one. We got some Hikari figures. We got the discontinued line, which is vinyl idols in the middle there. And then we got some Dorbs up top there, the Looney Tunes Dorbs. Let's get a closer look. We got the TMNT. I'll spare you the song this time, you know it already. Grayscale Mikey on the left there. He is an exclusive Splinter. We got Baxter Stockman, and then we got April O'Neil and Casey Jones. Like I said, Funko makes these other vinyl figures called Hikari. They're Japanese Hikari figures. They're pretty awesome. This is a Spider-Man one. Sorry for the glare there. We got vinyl idols. This is a discontinued line. I thought they were pretty cool. They just didn't last very long. Guess they didn't sell that well. This is Shaun of the Dead. Then we got another Spidey Hikari back there. Diving into the Looney Tunes. Some would probably say I'm a little loony myself. But we got come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. We got Space Jam, we got Taz and Bugs there, Sylvester and Tweety Bird. That's a 2-pack right there. So glad they chose to put those two together, have Tweety be small. Love that they did that. All right, to the top tier here, we got a Flocked Snuffleupagus. We got a Speedy Gonzalez New York Comic-Con exclusive. We got Gossamer up there. We got Hello My Baby, Hello My Darling. We got Michigan J. Frog. Moving on over, we got some Duck Dodgers in the middle there with Marvin the Martian. And yeah, they are standing on Dorbs, which is another line of Funko. This is a 2-pack exclusive. Bugs and Yosemite Sam there. And then bam, more Sesame Street. This is the one show. I know I say I watched a lot when I grew up, but this is that one show as a baby, an infant, into being a kid, into being a child, that I watched all the time. We got a flocked Big Bird to the left, got Oscar, the Count, we got a flocked Cookie Monster up top, and then right in the middle there, the most important one, Super Grover. So you can see it's a Toy Tokyo exclusive. It was New York. It's from years ago. It's first to market, so that means it was the first line of Super Grovers to be produced. Now the question has come up, Garrett, what one Funko would you take with you if you had to take one out of all these and get rid of the rest? I'd have to choose Super Grover. I have him tattooed on me. He was the first superhero I ever grew up loving, so it would have to be this one. Want to know how much I love Super Grover? This much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for episode 3, and I want to thank you so much for watching. Again, I appreciate it with all my heart. I'm having a great time filming these for you guys, and if you missed the first 2, go back and check those out. It shows lots more of my collection. It's a great time. This might be the first time that you're ever hearing of Funkos or Funko Pops. You might have heard of them but never knew what they were. Now you know what they are. And I guarantee there's one out there for you. You might not even be a collector, but might see something that you like and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can bring that home. Bring it to work, nice little trinket. Set off the whole room. Guarantee it'll be a nice little conversation piece. Someone comes over and says, well, what's this, huh? You're like, oh, it's a Funko Pop. Hey, all right. But again, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next episode of Inside Collecting.